The group started in the early days, some years ago, 5-6 years ago, at Uplands School in Wadhurst, where we all went to really a life workshop, very little tuition, and that closed for various reasons, and we were suddenly homeless artists looking for a place where we could meet. We had a spare chapel. It seemed a good venue for drawing classes or a drawing club of some sort. For the most part, we drew each other. Not literally as we were all drawing, although we did try that on occasions, but each of us would take turns at modelling. Normally only head portraits, really. We all kept our clothes on. The use of that chapel became impossible because the building simply was deteriorating, and we had to move on once again. And this is when Tricia offered us the use of her house at Goudhurst, and this is where we are today. And we still meet on a weekly basis and exhibit most years for Open Studios.
I believe this is my 5th. We've done 3 before at my house, which is it works very well. We have enough wall space to accommodate 5 or 6 artists.
I used a lot of different mediums. Oil's my favourite, but I also paint in acrylics and watercolour and oil pastels, ordinary pastels, and gouache. Well, this is a slight departure. It's much smaller than my usual work, but that's because it was done with a pochade box in the open air, like the scene, so to speak. And it let it take a 10 by 12 picture, but I really quite like it now it's finished. It's got more muted colours than a lot of my work.
This is a painting of Knossos, or Knossos in Crete. Ancient ruins, tourists, all painted with the palette knife in oils on canvas. No detail, just launching straight into it and getting the effects of the light and the shade and the colours. This is a painting called Modern Transport, which is oil on canvas, and it's one of a number of paintings I've done which are based on imagination, dreams and fantasy, exaggerated landscape really. There you are. It references old picture books and things we all had when we were small. Modern Transport, which of course is not terribly modern transport.
They're about the first ones I've done of my chickens. I love animals and birds, but I'm moving on to do other things. This is the first time I've done Open Studios. I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
Well, this was a sunny day at Benenden. It doesn't need very much, and of course it seems strange to want to paint white clothed people, but the whiteness is what makes the painting in my view. You get the very interesting shadows on the white clothing. The barn, the tithe barn at Bradford-on-Avon, which is a particularly fine example of a crock hammer beam roof, and it's just lovely to capture it, very exciting. And then of course you get the contrast through the stone arch of the wagon door particularly high to let the wagons in. And you get suddenly the scale of people coming in and out, especially children running in and out, from the bright sunlight outside to the depth of shadow in the building.
We're doing Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays from 11 AM till 6 PM. And I think we've got, on the first week, on the Saturday, we are open until 9 o'clock. And we do try to leave them alone, let them wander around by themselves, sit where they will, and join us for a cup of tea or coffee if they wish, and a biscuit if they're lucky.